We are here, we are here, we are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX and Daily Analysis, and we are marking up EUR, NZD. We are on the 12-month time frame. Price action last candle to the right-hand side is a bullish green candle. Current price is sitting at 1.750, now 1.75107. So if price pushes up further, we are looking for price to gauge the midpoint of the area. So we can see price action has a low. So let's grab that low. Price action overall high is red and green. We're going to grab that high. Also following up with the midpoint right in the middle, and we can see that the fourth to last candle wick tagged that midpoint. So this is where price is headed to. We look for price to head to that midpoint, nearing the numbers of 1.98535. Before tagging that area, it can tag the midpoint, which will be near price. So between midpoint and the low, and that will be look like a little bit above the price action candle wick. So at 1.76398, and we look for the break and retest for that market to push up further. If not, it can be declined. Now, if it drops down from this area, it can drop down, lead to the numbers, which would be at the midpoint of the lowest low and the second level lows, which would be near the numbers of 1.63946. So let's take a look at what's going on in the market. So we can see that the market did start off with the price, the first candle in the market being a bullish green candle, consolidated a little bit, spike up to a high, came back to a close to a second level lows a few times, and then eventually dropped down to lowest lows of overall structure. So we look for the lowest low overall structure, red and green, to help us identify what current price is. So coming down all the way red and green, we do have that first leg, second leg. Let's draw that back out. So we have that first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg. So we have a double bottom, retest one, retest, and this could be the second push if price pushes out. So price is currently at a double retest coming from a double bottom. So we have a double bottom, double retest. We're going to see if price action to push out that area, and if not, it can be denied. And if it is, let's see where it's coming from. So if that market is denied, it's actually going to be coming from the fourth to last candle of the market. If this market drops down, because I'll identify as an overall retest to the midpoint. So if we look at the highest red and green, which you identified on this side right here, when that market did spike up to that high, identified overall first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg. So we have a double bottom, and this is where the fourth to last candle came back to retest the midpoint. So we have a double top and a retest, and price can still push up to that area. If not, if it's denied, then it's coming from the touch, drops down from a double top retest, and the market works its way down. And if you're reading the bodies of the candles, which will be in this area here with the bearish red candles, it'll be identified when it came back to retest for that first, second, third, fourth retest. Market drops down with the bearish red candle. So if you read the bodies coming from a double top and a triple retest. But so far, we do know that price second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, the last candles in the market is in a tight consolidation. So we're looking for the breakout to the top of that SR line as we read earlier, or the low right below price SR line as we read earlier as well. For the breakout to the top side or the bottom side of that market, just stay in this range and keep moving side by side. Headed down to the 6-month time frame. So price action 6-month time frame reading as a bullish green candle. So price action, still look for price to push up through the SR line nearing the price numbers of 1.76398. So let's read the market, see what happens. So this area on this level, we can see that we have a pattern, and right below that we have another pattern. So it's still reading the same thing for another time frame. for that first, second, third, fourth. If we have a double retest, and we're looking for that market to break out this area on a 6-month time frame. Working our way down to the 3-month time frame. So price action 3-month time frame, bullish green candle, like more of a doji candle, lost momentum to the top side. There's a bit of a wick on to that top side because it could be reading as a retest. Overall, still within that range, that consolidation. So that means we still looking for the breakout to the top side or to the bottom side. So we still look for that pattern to form. So let's say if this market does drop down for a decline from this area, where is it coming from? The higher rating ring to that left. So overall, first, second, third, fourth double top, or I should say double top, retest, and if it's identified as a double retest, and it'll drop down from a double top and a double retest unless it's respected, and it'll create that W formation. Monthly time frame, price action, bullish green candle, doji style candle, pretty large, so it could keep forming like this and working its way up, but everything come in threes. So price second, third, last candle all look the same. That may just be it. It may just consolidate sideways before just making a decision of breaking up or breaking down. Price action, where is it coming from? Right below that low, so we can read it as a left shoulder. We have the head. We have a right shoulder. So we have a overall triple bottom, a head and shoulders pattern. Market came back to retest that overall triple bottom, a head and shoulders pattern, and then pushed up. So we have a triple bottom and a retest. Market pushed up to that high of that resistance line. Now we're waiting to see what's happening. Is it going to follow with a bullish green candle? Is it going to consolidate sideways, or is it going to decline and get a bearish engulfment pattern towards that price action to work its way down? Working our way to the weekly time frame. So price action weekly time frame reading as a bullish green candle spike up to the high. So what is this reading as? It just came back to retest. So if you think about, let's add a zone here. If we take a zone and we add on our SR line, going a little bit above, a little bit below the SR line, the market is just reading that it tagged it. So when that market spiked up once on this side, came back down, it spiked up twice on that time. It's like a double top, but just overall single top. Market came back down, market came back for a second time, and then we can see that market tagged all the way to the top of that, outside of that zone just a bit, and then there's a long wick up to this to that zone. So this could be identifying as a reversal. Market could be reversing if we see a bearish red candle, or maybe receive that consolidation. Now that consolidation could be respected as support, and it will just work its way sideways until it creates that momentum and then push up back into that zone. And we're looking for, primarily what we're looking for is the break, the retest, and for that market to push above the SR line in that zone. Headed down to the daily time frame. So price action daily time frame reading as a bearish red candle. So on an earlier time frame, we did receive the spike up to that zone. Now is identifying. Now we can clearly see what we see. It pushed up in bullish green candles with the second, third, last candle, followed up with a huge bearish red candle that dropped itself out that zone. So we could think about that market still being in that consolidation of that zone, just working its way sideways until that pattern is formed. So if it's respected, let's say if this market does respect in that zone at the midpoint, or maybe below that midpoint, it can identify as a first, second, third, fourth retest. So that's a double bottom retest, one push, retest, and we'll see that second push, and we'll see that double bottom that's basically formed at that area for that first, second, third, and market push up for that fourth leg. Working our way down to the 4-hour time frame. Now price action 4-hour time frame, bearish red candle, very small. Got to give it time to see what it's going to do. So far it's identifying it did break out the market. Could be following up with a retest, so we can look for that market to drop down with more bearish red candles before coming back to retest to see if it's going to push up or push down. Very important information. Please review and study Forex pattern cheat sheet, breakout and retest strategy. Click on images. Okay, guys, this is Cam Jones, FX, EUR, NZD.